So a couple of weeks ago we went away somewhere not far from home, and we wanted to go to this place that we're going to today, but we couldn't. Well, we got waylaid. Today we are not being waylaid, are we, Dave?
We're not going to be.
We are up early.
Paying homage to the United States Air Force.
So can you guess where we're going?
Skilled driver.
Sorry, I swore.
Look at the crowds.
Here we are. It's a bit cold. We've got hot drinks and everything. We're prepared. Look at all this rubbish. We're going to have to pick this up when we come back though. Anyway, I'm not worried. I'm not worried because we've got Dave and he's an expert.
Expert.
I said to the girls, if we're not back by nightfall, this is where we are, and I gave them the what 3 words. I just said to Dave, they weren't really concentrating when I told them, but I have texted to them, so hopefully they were listening. Bone path for 1.5 miles, then at the large stream turn left. I don't know if you can hear me, but Dave's discussing what to do in a crisis. If the mist comes down, head down or follow water, downwards ideally.
Water will lead you somewhere to civilization, but downhill will just lead you to safety.
And we're looking at these kids ahead of us,
Poor little bikes.
and we're thinking, do you remember when your parents used to take you out on a cold day like this? And you'd think, why? I was in my pyjamas, I was fine at home.
He's still got us on, look.
Cheers! There's a stream there, is there, Dave? We can't see a stream, but it goes that way or this way, and we think it's up there. So we're just going to go this way, aren't we, Dave?
Lost as the pilots were.
We make these mistakes so you don't have to. Right way. So Dave was really confident before and he's like, yes, follow me, and then went on his bum. And then went, it's fine, stood up and then fell on his bum again. None of which I got on camera, but it was funny. The crash site of a United States Air Force B-29 Super Fortress near Bleaklow in the Peak District is a haunting yet important place of remembrance. The wreckage lies scattered across the moorland, offering a solemn reminder of the tragic events of November the 3rd, 1948, when 13 crew members lost their lives in the crash. Over time, the site has become a memorial to those who perished and a destination for visitors who wish to honour their memory and learn about the events surrounding the accident. On the day of the crash, the aircraft was en route from RAF Scampton to RAF Burtonwood near Warrington. Poor visibility and low cloud cover contributed to the tragedy when the plane struck Higher Shelf Stones, a remote hilltop in the Peak District. In 1988, a memorial plaque was placed at the site by RAF Finningley's 367 Air Navigation course to honour the 13 airmen who died. The area now serves as both an historical site and a place of quiet reflection. See the weather coming in. It's a smile. That's where the van is. If you can see it. The land is somewhat precarious, even if the path looks obvious.
Imagine it at night.
Yeah, don't come at night. I actually brought our walking sticks this time, which we're really glad we did because you can kind of test the ground, but it's very boggy, so you need wellies or walking boots, not trainers, and very windy and cold up top. So come prepared. Do you know what we need? One of those sit mats. So you can sit anywhere. Should get one. Dave's looking at me like. I'm sure I've got one, it's like a plastic sheet.
I've got one, it's like Campervan, it's a big square thing.
I know, but it's too big that. For my bottom anyway.
Back of the light front.
Yes, you can see it actually, yeah. Yay! That was a bit of luck because there's paths everywhere, so so it's a bit of a, you could go the wrong way, but ultimately they kind of all lead you back. Unless you don't and they die of the frost, yeah, like Dave says. Yeah, I wouldn't come up in winter, it's very exposed. Oh, it's cold. Come on in. Shut that door, let's get warm. Oh, that was a nice walk, but I can't wait to warm up. Right. So, we've got a new Eberspatcher heater that was fitted by Inner City Campers. So we got the heater, they fitted it, dead pleased. The problem we've got now, which we knew about, is that our batteries were 100% when we got in. As soon as we turned this off, they dropped to 63. Because our batteries are no good.
On the way out.
They're on the way out. So, which is fine because we have just forked out a huge amount for a company to get lithium batteries, or a lithium battery. Which will solve the problem, we know it will, but we're waiting for the parts to come before we can get that fitted. So once that's fitted, then we're okay. Oh, my hands are so cold. Oh.
Oh. Well, that plane crash is well worth a visit.
It was, wasn't it? I
Lovely.
definitely wouldn't go in winter, and do not go if you're not able to have a bit of a scramble, because it is. Yeah, if you're not able-bodied, you won't make it.
It's up there.
But yeah, you can kind of see it. So here's our pulling. This is the pulling we're at, and can you point to it, Dave?
The first,
it's kind of.
if you follow the ridge line up, it's the first little peak. It's just back of that. There's a trig point there, and it's just down into the little valley behind.
And I think that if it was summer, I think it would be a lovely walk, wouldn't it?
It would be crowded.
I think it'd be
was
busy
summer.
though, yeah. So you basically want dry weather, not rain, and not too cold, because I think even if it was like January or something, it'd be absolutely bitter up there, because you're very exposed, aren't you?
Yeah. We've seen people going up in shorts and stuff, and I think personally, be prepared, because if the weather does change, or you twist your ankle and you can't get down as quick as you got up. Yeah, if you're in shorts, you're in a crappy situation, aren't you?
We carried butties and everything with us. We've only had one. We could finish that coffee now, couldn't we?
No, because you're going to make a fresh one.
Well, I thought, why don't we finish that and then drive somewhere that's not on a main road?
Get a twig
Should
coffee.
we go and have a look? Get a twig
Twig coffee.
So, if you follow us, you'll know we went to this coffee shop called Twig Coffee Shop, not far from here. Their coffee was so nice that we bought some of the coffee.
Gorgeous, just not enough.
But we've drank it already, like, really quickly. And then I text them in before Christmas to see if I could get some for Dave for Christmas, and they didn't answer their Instagram till it was too late. So I think we're just I'm gonna see if it's open. Twig coffee. I've never tasted coffee as nice. Oh, my fingers. Oh, I'm on satellite, so.
Oh.
Well, we know it's back that way. Oh, let's just warm up first. Oh, so cold. Also, our boiler's broke at home, which isn't good. Oh, you're under your pits. There you go. Right. Oh, yes.
Oh, hey.
Lovely.
Oh, portable heater. Sweaty hand pits.
I don't care, the warm.
Buddy system.
Do I have to return the favour?
I am not calling in the sleeping bag with any soldier. Hypothermia or not, you're on your own.
Yeah. Oh.
Calling me. Alright.
Lovely, innit?
Now we're in here.
Yeah. The Peak District is beautiful. It really is. We should have a light.
I'm shocked. I've got a book on the air crashes that have happened, and I am so shocked at how many planes are shredded all over the sort of Peak District.
Yeah.
And Edale, and it's mad.
Oh, they can't see where they're going.
Well, no, they're always like in
they haven't got
weather or whatever.
You know.
Even some of them are just unexplainable. Like, why on earth have they died? How have they flown into there?
Oh, yes. Oh, that's beautiful. It's warm, Dave. The warm air is coming.
There's one wreckage thing I'd like to go and see, and it's two Sabres, American Sabres, and they must have clipped each other mid-flight in the fog or coming out of a cloud, and I think they were miles off course to where they should have been, something like 50 miles off course. Anyway, that's for another time.
This coffee, he's got 3 of them. We're not going to run out now. It's from Brazil, El Salvador and India. It's just so tasty, so tasty. Anyway, I've sent him back in for almond croissant. We found a place to kind of park up just to enjoy a nice coffee.
Madness of women.
You cannot park here overnight.
Piffle and poppycock. What you doing? Look at that, would you? Oh, should we have a swim? Have a dip?
park here overnight.
I know.
Who are they to say that?
People who own the land, maybe.
Oh, we found a lovely spot to stop. So we went to Twig Coffee, got 3 bags of coffee and 2 croissants. Not that we need them, but it's Christmas. Even though this video will be going out in January.
I was made to get them.
Dave was made to get them. So we're now going to have a coffee because it'd be rude not to. This is the coffee. How's it going, Dave? This is it. Twig coffee. We've got our diesel heater pumping out the warmth. Come on, gas. We've got. I'm gonna have a proper coffee, and I got. To show you this. So I've got a nice new mug from Macy for Christmas, which is lovely. And Dave is going to have the new Vanlife Goodies mug.
Oh, I am.
Yeah.
What about my big mug?
Do you want your big mug?
Of course I want
Your massive blue one?
Yeah.
Massive blue one. But yeah, if you want one of these, you can go on our website, vanlifegoodies.com. I've also just launched a t-shirt that says Piffle and Poppycock, which is what Dave says all the time. It just makes me laugh.
Piffle.
Oh, the smell is beautiful. Can't beat this coffee. I'm going to just warm these almond croissants. I've already eaten some of mine. I should have said Dave's eaten some of his. We're at Bottoms Reservoir. Yeah, we are. No, we're parked in between Bottoms Reservoir and Vale House Reservoir. That's where we are. There's a little park up. It says you can't park here overnight on Park for Night, but I can't see any signs that are obvious now. So I feel like if you came really early and left, if you came very late and left really early, so as not to take up the few parking spots there are for dog walkers, I think you'd be fine. But that's no good for us because we like a lie in. So we're just going to chill out here, eat our croissants, and then probably head home, to be honest, because we're not stopping overnight tonight. But we did enjoy the crash site. I hope you enjoyed that little little walk that we did. And Dave's actually got a book about these crash sites, but you can find them online. So if you go on Old Trails, you can find them. And there's quite a few, I believe, all over the Peak District. It's just really tragic, isn't it, really? So anyway, thanks for watching. And I'm going to go and enjoy my coffee and almond croissant from Twig Coffee.